Welcome to Monday Night Raw, everybody. Hope you guys are having a great day. And before we get into the show, be sure to drop a like, strap yourselves in. We are here, Lansing, Michigan. We're going to get Monday Night Raw underway now. Alright, so we're kicking things off here, Monday Night Raw, with the Lunatic Fringe, 1/3 of the Shield, and Dean Ambrose. This wasn't planned, but Ambrose has a mic. We're going to see what he's got to say. I'm not sure what it is, but anything goes when it comes to Ambrose, I guess. First things first, you guys are wondering why I'm out here, and this will just answer that right away. I'm here to congratulate my brother, Seth Rollins, in retaining the Universal Championship at Roadblock last night. He put Chris Jericho away once and for all. Battered and bruised Seth is tonight, so he's not here, but that's okay. He deserves a break after that match at Roadblock. I'm out here mostly to address something. You guys remember last time you saw me, aside from Survivor Series, was on SmackDown Live. I was forced to relinquish the WWE Championship due to injury because of Finn Balor. Finn, a quick message to you. You're lucky I'm not on SmackDown Live anymore, and quite frankly, I'm happy about that too. I'd rather be on Monday Night Raw. I spoke to Edge earlier today, and we had a small conference call with The Undertaker from SmackDown Live. Despite my actions after relinquishing the title and attacking The Undertaker, Edge and The Phenom both agreed that I'm still owed a championship match. And being that I'm not on SmackDown Live anymore, the next best thing is the Universal Championship. And Seth, I know you're watching, and I know Roman, you're in the back watching this right now. We are the Shield, and we are brothers. But a championship opportunity is a championship opportunity, and I'll take it regardless who the champion is. So I'm out here to challenge you, Seth, at the Royal Rumble. Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. I don't expect an immediate response since you're not here. I hope you agree to it. Little friendly banter can't do any harm. The Shield is indestructible since coming back together. But I want that Universal Championship, Seth. And I'll go through you. I'll go through anybody for it. Right, big news here from the Lunatic Fringe. Dean Ambrose just pacing around, like said Lunatic, in the ring right now. Big news, challenging Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. We'll see if the Architect responds to this in the next couple weeks. We are only like 2 or 3 weeks away from the Royal Rumble, but we're going to move on to the rest of tonight's show. Alright, so we're going to jump into some women's division action here. First out on her way to the ring is the huggable one, Bayley. And to briefly go back on to what we just saw to start off the show, Dean Ambrose came out to challenge the Universal Champion Seth Rollins, his Shield brother, to a championship match at the Royal Rumble. We'll have to wait and see, of course, if Seth accepts the challenge or not. One would assume that he will, but we'll figure that out as we go. And also alluded to in that opening promo is we are a couple weeks away from the Royal Rumble and the Royal Rumble match itself. And for those who don't know, the winner of the Royal Rumble match goes on to face the champion of their choice and the main event of WrestleMania. That's still a couple months away, but we are a few weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Bayley in the ring, getting the crowd fired up. So whether it's a SmackDown superstar that wins the Rumble or a Raw superstar, they get to choose which champion they want to face in the main event of WrestleMania. Some superstar may jump shows just to challenge for the other show's main championship. That could possibly happen, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course, Bayley will be facing off against the new Raw Women's Champions tonight in Paige. Had an upset victory over Nia Jax at Roadblock, end of the line. Just tossed herself there at the top of the mountain here in the Raw Women's division. So it's not going to be an easy task for Bayley tonight, trying to get back on track in her own regard here, after losing that exact championship several months ago. And that whole debacle of a thing where Dana Brooke beat her, and then Summer Rae took her right off of Dana Brooke, and then Nia Jax had the belt for a little while. And now the Raw Women's Champion is Paige, slowly making her way to the ring. Not a championship matchup tonight, just not really a warm-up either, just a regular matchup for these two women. Bayley, if she could pick up the victory over Paige, she might throw her hat back into the championship picture. Paige just looking for some competition. Nia Jax not here tonight. Following that matchup, she does get a contracted rematch against Paige at a time of her choosing, as Paige goes right after Bayley, kicks and chops to the midsection, blocked. Nice snapmare takes Paige down, quickly elbow to the top of the head. Bayley now in control. Stomp to the left arm. Now turns the attention to the right. Paige in trouble early now. Avoids that drop kick. Bayley is down. Double axe handle right to the face of the huggable one. So we'll have to again wait and see if Nia Jax uses her rematch at the Royal Rumble or before that. So in the meantime, Paige has to just focus on the task at hand in Bayley. Bayley's not going to go down without a fight. But again, weirder things have happened here in Universe mode. Paige got the upset victory at Roadblock. So it was actually, as we count Survivor Series, Nia Jax has lost to Lita, which was also an upset. Nia Jax probably not the happiest person at the moment with back-to-back upset defeats. Big Hurricane Rana there takes Bayley down. Paige gets back in the ring. It's a count of 7. Paige out to break the count. Decides to just get back in, screaming that this is her house, and right now it technically is, as she is the Raw Women's Champion, of course. Bayley in trouble. Tries to grab the bottom rope, just kick right to the thigh there by Paige. Bayley in a lot of trouble, takes her down with a snapmare. Headlock by Bayley, wrenching on the neck, applying as much pressure as possible. Paige gets out of it, or at least is trying to. Elbows to the midsection, breaks Bayley's hold, setting her up for the Paige turner, right into the cover. 1, 2, and Bayley kicks out. Paige thought she had her there for a moment. Daniel mentioned it moments ago. Bayley not going down without a fight. It would be a big victory if she could defeat the Women's Champion here tonight. Kick right to the back. No, spinning back fist gets Bayley almost into the corner, up against the ropes, clotheslined into the corner. Paige fired up this crowd. Going a bit crazy here for the new Raw Women's Champion. Big right forearms and elbows to Bayley. Takes her down with the clothesline. Paige firmly in control of this matchup. Referee starts the count. Paige goes outside of the ring. Picks Bayley up, tosses her back in. Bayley not really moving. Paige turns her around. Wrenching on the leg. This is what she was doing to Nia Jax, setting her up for the Paige tap out. The PTO is locked in. Bayley holding on for dear life. A lot of pressure on the legs and the torso. Paige lets her out. Didn't fully have it locked in. Bayley avoids the knee. Hits her with the German suplex. Bayley turning the tide of this matchup, fired up. Kick to the side. Oh, backdrop, just tossing Bayley several feet in the air. Kick to the an elbow right to the midsection and the chest. Elbows right to the lower back, goes out onto the apron. Bayley in trouble. knees to the throat, basically. One more for good measure. Paige just taunting Bayley at this point. Picks her back up again. Going for the Paige Turner a second time. Straight into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Paige picks up a victory over Bayley here tonight, sending another message to the Raw Women's division, saying that she is the champ and she plans on being the champ for a very, very long time. Again, Bayley put up a fight as expected, but it was just not enough for Paige. Now she could turn her focus back to that rematch against Nia Jax whenever it comes. We don't know quite yet, but Paige can celebrate 2 nights in a row now. New Raw Women's Champion, of course. We're going to get ready for tonight's main event. Be sure to drop a like if you haven't already, and let's get ready for that main event. Alright guys, time for tonight's main event, and as you can see by the crowd's reaction, there he is, Stone Cold Steve Austin, with a match tonight to close out Monday Night Raw. We haven't seen him since Survivor Series, where he picked up a loss against the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin of SmackDown Live to open Survivor Series. It didn't count towards the Survivor Series scores and all that stuff. It was just pretty much a pre-show match. Nonetheless, Lone Wolf defeated the Rattlesnake. We haven't seen Stone Cold since, and until right now, of course. So Stone Cold looking to pick up a victory in this singles match here on Monday Night Raw. Hall of Famer and legend, technically looking to get back on track since making his return to the ring, and he will be facing off against Titus O'Neil. We haven't seen him in a while. I don't even think we've seen him in 2K18 yet. There's a whole debacle with that, and I don't even want to explain that storyline that was kind of going on in 2K17. You guys could go back into earlier episodes to see what I mean if you want to go figure that out. But we're not going to go into details. It's a little weird and awkward situation. So we're going to move on from that. Titus O'Neil taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And as we mentioned to start off the show, Royal Rumble is in a couple weeks. This is about the time we'll start hearing from superstars who will be declaring that they are in the Royal Rumble match and that they're going to win and all that stuff. So Stone Cold Steve Austin ready to go. Titus O'Neil ready to go. Titus extends a hand. Sign of respect before the match. But no, he just sucker punched Stone Cold Steve Austin. That may not be the best of ideas, Titus. I don't know what you're doing, dude. But Stone Cold not too happy about that. Big right hand takes Titus down quickly. Going stomps right to the leg. Kick right to the face. No, Titus blocks it. Again, takes Stone Cold Steve Austin down, or out rather, with a clothesline outside the ring. Going right after the right leg of the Rattlesnake. Gets back in. Stone Cold chases after him. Big boot takes him down. Double axe handle right to the back. Titus going for another move there. Misses. Stone Cold takes him down. Short arm clothesline. Titus in trouble early. Oh, big vicious stomp there by Steve Austin there to the right arm. Drags Titus head first over to the rope. Using it as a slingshot, launches O'Neil halfway across the ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin in control still. Stomp to the left arm. And we mentioned this at Survivor Series. Out Titus there with the reversal. Stone Cold Steve Austin has not lost a step. Big left hand now by the Rattlesnake. Plants Titus with a quick DDT. Big left hands raining down by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Picks Titus O'Neil right back up. Inverted DDT reversal incoming there. Titus fired up. The crowd chanting along with him there. Big boot takes Austin down quickly once again. Titus looking to change his luck around. He hasn't had any really bad luck to be looking around. We haven't seen him in 2K18 yet, technically, so more or less Titus is trying to prove a point and send a message, as is a common theme here in universe mode. Kicks to the midsection. Now stomps right to the chest by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Titus rolls out of the ring. Smart move to catch a breather. Big right hand from Austin. Goes for a second one. Elbow reversal there. And some chops by Titus. Count of 2. Kick to the midsection of Austin once again. Big right hand. Stone Cold blocks it. Pump handle. Slam drops him right on the knee. Titus in trouble now. Count of 4 by the ref. Goes for a snap suplex. Takes Titus down bottom of the ramp. Count of 6. These guys need to get into the ring. Stone Cold tosses him back in. Titus needs to turn the tide of this matchup in his favor. Looks like he's going to do so. No, Stone Cold picks him up. Drops him throat first on the ropes. And targeted that throat earlier. 1, 2, and Titus kicks out. Stone Cold not putting him away quite yet. Right hands to the face. Titus O'Neil in some trouble now. Wrenching on the neck. Making that a focal point of his offense now. Big right hand. Titus blocks it. Hits him with a left hand. Going clash of the Titus. Can he get an upset victory? No. Stone Cold's hands were under the bottom rope. He's just got lucky there with his ring placement. That could have been it for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kick to the midsection. Big right hand. Titus bringing the offense here tonight. Big move there. Blocked by O'Neil. Cross body reversal there by Stone Cold Steve Austin. O'Neil in trouble. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, and no, he kicks out. Titus not going down easily. Luthez press and the right hand. Stone Cold. Looks like he's going to set Titus O'Neil up for the end. Goes to the top rope and just taunts instead. Catches a breather, but also gives Titus some time to stir, even though he's still down. Titus O'Neil in trouble. Kick to the midsection and the stunner. Stone Cold stunner by Steve Austin. That might be it for Titus. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Stone Cold Steve Austin victorious here to close out things here from Monday Night Raw. Titus O'Neil makes a return to universe mode, put up a fight, hit the clash of the Titus. It was just the wrong part of the ring. Stone Cold hands were under the rope. These guys went back and forth for quite some time, but Stone Cold Steve Austin is the winner of this matchup. Hits the stunner. No one kicks out of that. You can ask Mr. McMahon. He got stunned by 3 the last time we saw Stone Cold on Monday Night Raw before Survivor Series. That'll wrap up things here for Monday Night Raw. If you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We'll see everybody next time.